Good day. This is W.A. Boykin II of PCF Home New Construction. Excuse the lawnmower in the back. You know, it's a beautiful Saturday here in sunny Michigan. And right now, my neighbor is mowing his lawn. Today, we will be discussing, does my house plan fit my lot? And there's my alarm for class. And let's see, we're to go ahead back to the window. And let's see. Okay. What shall we share today? Well, let me share first a little bit about myself. This is W.A. Boykin II of Smart Home New Construction. Oh, yeah, I see what I have to do now. And today we are discussing, does my house plan fit my lot? Does my lot fit my house plan? And the plan we will be looking at today, and let me introduce myself. I am W.A. Boykin II of Smart Home, of PCF Home. PCF Home wanted to do something different and offer a glass door policy. You wanted to give you a flat idea of what a home cost would be in an area, or really a home cost would be period. And then you would have to add the cost for your area. Like, for example, let's say our Avalon home is $255,000, and your costs, including taxes, fees, commissions, and costs, is an additional $90,000. Then your house would be $345,000. So we wanted to make things simplistic because often costs are changing in various municipalities and it's too hard to keep up with. So instead of us attempting to constantly figure out when the next price change is going to be, which was slowing us down, we decided to give a flat cost for our home. So our home is our first flagship plan is the Avalon home. And this plan is from the house designers at thehousedesigners.com. And we're looking at one of their plans now. And yep, we're looking at one of their, I want to make sure you know, we're looking at one of their plans now. And this is where we found our home, the Avalon. We're looking at something different right now. But what we'll do real quick is we'll go and we'll pull up the Avalon just to show our home. This is the Avalon, and we've recreated the Avalon through virtual because, as you can see, the pictures were from the award-winning situation of when the Avalon won numerous awards for its home style and the spacious area, and it was a great home. You see your beautiful kitchen nook there. You see your wonderful kitchen, and at the far back is where you actually walk into your attached garage. So it's a great home. Look at these beautiful high ceilings. You see how you can put your picturesque plants up there. You know, you get your little stand, or you can put fake plants if you like, fake plants if you like. But you can get you some real plants and just put them up there, and and have a beautiful home. Look at these beautiful home. It's a beautiful home, really. And this is a picture of the master. And this is a picture of the master bath with the whirlpool tub. Now, these are older pictures from when the plan was created previously. And this is one of the plans I chose because it was over 1,500 square feet, which is this is at 1,581 square feet, which is quite roomy, and it had a has a whirlpool tub. I myself am a hit and run warrior from a car accident in 2015. In fact, right now, to assist with my posture, I'm doing something that everyone can do. And if you're listening in and you can stand up, or if you're sitting down in a chair, you may notice folks in different cultures, especially in the Asian culture, typically a lot of times walk with their arms folded behind their backs. And I wondered why this was. I always thought they were just looking wise, which they are and which they do. In addition to, and who knows, I might even be part Asian myself. People always ask me if I'm Mongolian or something. Anyway, uh, let's see. Where was I? Or some people say they don't know what I am. So anyway, so what you do is you fold your hands and you put your hands behind your back, and you take one arm and you fold it, and you take the other arm and you fold it, and you hold. What you do is you hold both your arms, and whether sitting or standing, this is good for your posture, which is good for me because I have been blessed with the situation to go through L5 situations with my spine from a hit and run accident. So right now I am actually standing with my arms folded and behind my back. Okay, again to the back to the plans. As you can see, the beautiful Avalon home is amazing. Look at that nice roomy whirlpool jetted tub. And we can make it bigger if you like, or whatever you would like. You know, this is our flagship home that we can customize any way you would like. And that's the reason why we give this flagship, and we don't go and build like other builders, is because I don't want to tell you what colors you want. I don't want to tell you what style of home you have to buy. I just want to give you an option. You know, red pill, blue pill, you choose. So, and we're going to go back now from the Avalon to our new plan. In fact, why don't we just go back to the Avalon real quick, and we're showing the Avalon right now. Now the Avalon's width is 40 feet in width and in linear width, and 60 feet in linear depth. That means that the lot can, when you walk in front of the lot can be no wider than, can be no smaller than, it depends on where you are, because different places have different setbacks. I always say 15 feet of setbacks, giving you 7.5 feet on each side. So if you take that into account with 7.5 feet on each side, that would mean that this lot has to be at least 55 feet wide. And then you figure if you have a front setback of 20 and a rear setback of 25, then that would give you 45, and that would mean you add that on to the 60 width, or depth rather, and that would give you 105. So that means your lot has to be at least 55 feet by 105 feet. And in addition, like in Florida, your lot needs to be at least 40, your home has to be a maximum of 40% of the square footage of the lot. The lot we are looking at is, I'll pull it up and click a window, is we're going to pull up a lot in, Florida. And we're going to look at the lot on Ravenswood as an example. Let's see, let me pull up. I have too many windows. This is what happens when you have Too many windows open. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. The class. Okay. So we're gonna change the screen sharing window. Let's see how I do this. I've never done this before. Okay, new share. And open our windows. And oh, there we go. And we're gonna pull up the Avalon. I forgot I can actually sit down. The Avalon Ravenswood, and we're looking at it. And as you can see, as we maximize the screen a little bit, you see the Avalon is actually, oh, I didn't know I could do that on that screen. The Avalon is actually 80 feet by 125 feet as I draw my little box. So that means the Avalon. The lot on Ravenswood Boulevard is 80 feet wide by 125 feet long. So with the Avalon's linear width of 40 plus the 15 feet of footage gives us still an additional 25 feet additional on the sides for our setbacks. And then in addition, 45 feet for the front and the back. So we have 105 feet, and that still gives an additional 20 feet front and back for an area or space needed for a home for new construction. So we have plenty of room to build the Avonswood, I combined them both, to build the Avalon home on the Ravenswood Boulevard lot. Plenty of room. So that's what you want to figure. So, if you're looking at a home plan, your question is, how big is my lot? And you want to find out the width of your lot, and you want to find the depth of your lot. Then you also want to look at the home plans and look and see what type of plans you have and see if you happen to have picked your plan first before you pick your lot. It's a little bit easier. Or if you have your lot before you pick your plan, it's a little bit easier, only because the one determines the other. If you're starting from square foot one, then you really need to just figure out, well, you know what? The funny thing is, you need to figure out which one is more important. Because, see, it's like this: you can get a home that will fit on your lot and it'll fit perfectly with a little bit of square or with a little bit of extra room, or you can actually get a lot that is a lot bigger than your actual home plan. So you have a lot more square footage to work with for your home. Like in our case, because our case with the Avalon plan being 40 feet in width with setbacks 55 on the side and 60 feet in depth with setbacks 105 feet for the house from front to back, you still have an additional room front to back for the home. So a lot of times it depends on what you want. Now, if you have a dream home in mind, like I was looking at these plans yesterday, woo-wee, have to say it like that. It's the only way I could say it. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. They're so beautiful. I want to add the dirt to the area just to build this home. It is a small home plan, and it's no wider than, if I remember correctly, I think it was no wider than 30. However, unfortunately, the lot that I was looking at was only 30. So the homes sometimes can outsize a lot, and but the one thing you really don't have to worry about is your lot outsizing your home, because even if you buy a huge lot and you buy 1,000 acres and you put a 10,000 square foot home on that lot, it's on those acres, it's still that home is going to be small in comparison to that lot. It really depends on the room that you want to have for your home. So it's really on you. This journey is a beautiful journey because you get to figure out exactly what you want. There's nothing wrong if you need a home and you have to move into an area and you need to buy a home quick. So you happen to opt for perhaps a home that might not be a concrete insulated steel home. It might not withstand over 200-mile-per-hour winds. It might not be able to withstand and be fire resistant. It might not have these various things. It might not have walls that are load bearing. It might not be able to withstand fire resistance for over 2 hours. Every home, that home might not be able to withstand earthquakes. So, you might just need to buy a home for, that immediate time because you need to move into that area. So, you pick for what's on the market. However, if you actually have the time to pick and build your dream, then that is what you should do. Why on God's green earth would you take all your time, get dressed, get ready, clean up, call your friends, have all your friends meet you at the restaurant for them to serve you leftovers or who just left the restaurant after they had their meal? Would you want your own fresh meal? Would you want exactly what you want, the way you want it, when you want it? Instead of painting the walls a different color, would you want to just tell them what color to paint the walls? Instead of feeling uncomfortable about what they use for materials in the home, wouldn't you just feel more comfortable telling them exactly what materials to use in the home? These are the type of things that we talk about and that we are about. And these are the kind of things that we do. So, you know, like my man said in Jerry Maguire, you know, you know. So you should actually pick something that you want, not that somebody else wanted. That's why we offered people, and I want to say it's the blue pill. I have to check. Which pill did Neo take? Oh, Neo took the hot pill. Neo took the red pill. Okay. So we just happen to be offering you the red pill, and you can go down the rabbit hole and see how far the rabbit hole goes and wake up in the morning into the beautiful home the way you want it, with the kitchen the way you want it. Or you could take the blue pill and go back to sleepy time. Why don't you come to PCF Home? Take the red pill. So, I'm not saying take drugs, just take the different idea. So, really, that's what we're here to offer you, a difference. The market has always, which is understandable, you build homes for people wanting to move into an area so they're able to actually buy those homes and move in. However, that does not work for our present economy, especially with how we're able to create things so quickly. Since we're able to create things quicker, including our homes, doesn't it make sense to not prefab build something that somebody else might not want? Because even if it's a house that's brand new, it's still another designer's leftovers. It's not your house. It's just the house that you chose. Then another designer or somebody else said, we want to choose and paint the walls this color because this year this color is hot. This year, so and so said you should have the garage on this side of the house. This year the leading so and so said you should have your floors uh, marble. This year, so you shouldn't go on all that. You really want to go on what you want for your home. So what we did today was give you a simplistic idea. Going back, we're going to go back one more time. And we're going to go to look at our Ravenswood lot again. The Avalon on Ravenswood. So what we're looking at right here, as you can see, is the lot. This lot is 80 feet by 80 feet wide by 125 feet long. That's 80 feet wide by 125 feet long. So what I want you to do now is, like we did on our one window, I want you to go to the house designers and I want you to pick a plan, look around, see what houses you like, and pick a plan. And even use, if you can screen. Oh, here's a good one. Let's see. Let me go back to my window. Okay. What you want to do is going to go back to where are we? Let me see if I'm still there. Oh, great. I'm still here. So what you want to do is take a screenshot of the 80 by 125 foot lot. It's a simple lot. And after you take that screenshot, what I want you to do is to go to the house designers. That's THE. Oh, let me just go there so you can see it. THEHOUSE designers. THEHOUSE designers with an S.com. Once again, that is thehousedesigners.com. And we're going to bring that one of their windows up so you can see a window of the house designer. Look at our one of our beautiful homes. Oh, and this is just a beautiful plan. Go to this plan. Let's see, where are we? Yep. And I want you to just look around at various plans and see the various plans. In fact, and you can start with the house design. You can start with, in fact, yourself. You look at plan Avalon 4345 and look at the width and look at the depth, and you see why it fits into that lot. So I want you to do the same thing with another home. And we're at the housedesigners.com now, looking at the Merlot. See how cool it is that it double up? See that glitch in the matrix? Hee hee hee. Uh, the Merlot 2-story, narrow lot, modern style house plan 6657. And this shows the width of the house, which is 21 feet, and the depth of the house, which is 42 feet. And it's 1,271 square feet with 3 beds, 3 baths, and 2 stories. So it's a 2-story home. It's a little bit smaller, or rather not as, it is actually where the Avalon home is all 1-story. This home is a narrow lot 2-story home. So you see where the haha see it's gone now. See how you can, yeah, there we go. Aha. So see how the Avalon home is actually a 2-story home. I mean 1-story home. This is a 2-story home. So the width doesn't have to be as wide, and neither does the depth. All of the factors of the home don't have to be on one floor. This home is actually 1,271 square feet with 3 beds, 3 baths, and 2 stories, and no garage. And the Avalon home has a garage. So you can look at this beautiful home and see how it'll fit. So you see the width of the lot is 21 and the depth is 42. So you take the 21 and you add 15 linear feet to the 21, giving you 36 feet needed for the setbacks on the side for the width. And then for the front to back, as we have a depth of 42 feet, linear feet. So what you can add in 45 feet to that, that takes that to 87 feet and still gives us almost 40 feet, an additional 40 feet for setback clearance from front to back for the Merlot home if it was placed on the Ravenswood lot. So basically, in figuring out your home plans, you want to know if your home plan will fit on your lot. And like we said, we are placing a beautiful Avalon home. These are dated. However, we have updated pictures. If you would like to reach out to us, we can email them to you. You can email us at P as in pork, C as in Charlotte, F as in Florida, home, no S on home, 2023 at gmail.com. That's PCF home 2023 at gmail.com. Or feel free to give us a toll free call at 1-888-996-6007. That's 1-888-996-6007. Thank you so much for even listening into our class today. If you happen to have need for someone to actually create your home for you, you know, right now we are excited to be in the Pennsylvania market, the Florida market, and the Michigan market creating homes. But wait, if you're anywhere else in America and you would like a home created for you, please still give us a call. And perhaps we already are interviewing a team to work with us in that state. So our main flagship states right now are Florida, ready to go, Pennsylvania, ready to go, and Michigan, ready to go and create for you. And our contractors build you your red pill home, your home the way you want it, the way you see it, not the way somebody else sees it. This is W.A. Boykin II. Today was the class of Does Your Home Fit on Your Lot? Does your lot fit on your home? because we wanted to make sure that people were looking at whether it fit or not. If you would like to work with us and have us create that for you, you can also check out our website at P as in Port, C as in Charlotte, F as in Florida, home.com. That's PCF home.com. So, thank you so much for joining in with us today. If you would like a home at 256 Ravenswood in Port Charlotte, we have that home ready for you, the Avalon, or we could choose from thousands. You can choose from thousands of plans to look at. We can put the Avalon at 2163 and 2167 in on Flagstaff in Punta Gorda in 33980. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. 33983, I think, is the zip code. And 33954 was the zip code for Ravenswood. If you're interested in placing that Avalon home in Pennsylvania, we are happy to put that home at 438 Winterberry Way in Hazel Township, Pennsylvania, 18202. That's 438 Winterberry Way, Hazel Township, 18202. Or perhaps you're in Arkansas and we can, if you were excited to place that home at 42 Almazon Way in a gated community. I repeat, the largest gated community in America in Hot Springs, Arkansas. So if you're looking for beautiful, comfortable living in one of the most comfortable communities and the largest gated community in America, look at Hot Springs Village. And we have the Avalon home ready to go and place that lot for you at 42 Almazon Way in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas at 71909. Perhaps you're out by the base in Killeen, Texas, and you're one of our blessed veterans. Thank you so much for serving. And you would like to go into commercial. We actually have a commercial lot that was donated to a charity that we would like to build so the charity can get donated back to. And that's the Amazon Way lot and the Winterberry Way lot are also donated to charities. Now back to 514 North 8th Street in Killeen, Texas, a wonderful commercial lot. And if you have aspirations of business and have a wonderful business idea, and you're a veteran in Texas or up and around the area of Killeen, you may be excited to go take a peek at 514 North 8th Street and see the lot there and possibly put a commercial property down. And who knows, check the commercial zoning. We could have that checked for you. It might be open for a commercial home where you could actually live in it. So perhaps that area might actually be zoned where you could get that loan and do yourself a home and actually live in that area and offer homes to other veterans or other people. And that's in Killeen, Texas. I repeat, KIL, I think it's one L, EEN, Texas. 514 North 8th Street in Killeen, Texas. That's a commercial property. Great for a veteran or a military person to put something down. It's a commercial property, and I could check with the realtor. It possibly could be zoned for a commercial residential. Thank you. So let's see what else. So we've gone over the lots. We've gone over the lots for homes. We've gone over the lot size. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to give us a call, you can reach out to us at 1-888-996-6007. That's 1-888-996-6007. Or give us a call at direct at 91 +1 941-218-0268. That's +1 941-218-0268. If you have a construction company to work with you to create your home, great. I wish you well. Ask them what their windbreaker rating is for their home. If you do not have a construction company to work with you, please give us a call at 941-218-0268. This is P as in Port, C as in Charlotte, F as in Florida, home, PCFhome.com. Come home to PCF Home. Thank you so much for your time today. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good life. This is PC Home, the home of the glass door policy. A home anywhere in Florida with solar for $275,000, not including permitting costs and additional costs and fees. A home anywhere in America, $255,000. Additional costs apply. However, we wanted to give you a glass door policy of what a beautiful Avalon 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage with 1,581 square feet, a kitchen nook, a whirlpool bath with jetted tub. Oh, chef style kitchen, quartz countertops. Oh my gosh, this wonderful home for only $255,000 complete. Anywhere in America, additional costs do apply. Have a good day, have a good week, and have a good life. Punta Gorda, Florida awaits. Port Charlotte, Florida awaits. Hazel Township, Pennsylvania awaits you. Hot Springs Village, Arkansas awaits you. Excuse me. Killeen, Texas awaits you. Take care. We love the armed forces. We love the heroes. Bye-bye.